Hey everybody, this is Niall and Alex with the Drive Home Movie Review.
And we just saw our hero,
Balthazar.
That movie was fucking crazy.
As Adam McKay put it from the other guys after Samuel Jackson and the rock splatter on the concrete.
I don't know.
It was crazy,
That's
man.
crazy.
It's a look into school shooters, but there's two guys,
Boys.
yeah, high schoolers in this film, and they're both seeing the male loneliness epidemic.
They're both like the opposite sides of the same category, like incels, but one's ultra rich with his own problems and the other's ultra poor with his own problems.
And it's just crazy. It's a rich guy. He wants to impress a girl, and she's very passionate about
A heavy topic, school shootings.
yeah. And like she brings up the facts when they're having to do a school shooter drill, like this only happens in America, which yes, it does happen in America disproportionately more than anywhere else on earth. But there was just that school shooting in the Philippines, which is so fucking heartbreaking. But these kids, they're so like cut off from reality, and then they don't have a great family support system.
Yeah, both of them.
That like they do things that are making the women in their lives feel uncomfortable.
It's just,
They're just socially awkward.
yeah, I mean, it's that age when you're trying to find your footing, you're trying to find who you are, who you want other people to see you as.
Yeah.
And
But it's also like your image online.
Now there's this whole new aspect of it. As kids are having to go through creating this third element of who you are online. And this kid, I mean, the rich kid, he's got his whole like thing of like, oh, I don't know, they're killing us. Oh, and he's like learned to cry, but he's like so detached from the emotional aspect of it.
Yeah.
He's learned to play the part, and like he can't understand why this girl is like calling him out on it.
Yeah.
But then he like tries to prove to her, so he can get with her, that I'm more elevated on this and you should like me because I'm gonna go all the way down to Texas because this one guy,
a school shooting, which the guy,
he commented on one of his crying videos and said, I'm a school shooter.
and this takes place after a fictionalized school shooting that happened in Arkansas City. But both of them are treated so poorly because they don't have the necessary social skills to like make their female coworkers feel safe around them, or their female classmates feel safe around them. And then they have fucked up families.
They both have this idea, particularly the main character, the skinny rich kid, has this idea of what a school shooter is. So like, he didn't do any research on any of this. So when he's faced with a school shooter on the verge of school shooting, hell, he just got back from an event where he was about to shoot somebody. All he can do is just tear the guy down. It was like, you're a piece of shit. You shouldn't be crying right now. This isn't what I came down here for. I was like, oh my God, that was like painful to watch.
Yes, it was. I felt really bad for the guy that got labeled the school shooter.
Yeah.
I think everyone should go watch this movie. It's like super insightful into like why the male loneliness epidemic is happening, especially with that generation, within that age group.
It is a real thing. And I mean, and you see the results of it on the news every day, especially here in America. And you have these kids who just don't have any positive influences in their life, and they've got a society and close people who are supposed to care about them doing nothing but beating them down.
Yeah.
And then he gets this one friend in his life, he just beats him down at his lowest point.
Yeah. His dad like sexually assaulted him in front of like an entire group of people at the bar. So weird. And like
taking advantage of him financially.
He was showing the rich kid, the school shooter was showing the rich kid his dad, and it was his dad in a porn video. Like that's how he doesn't have like pictures of his dad.
His dad actually is the serial killer from the Nicolas Cage movie called 88 Millimeters. Kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
And the main character, the rich kid,
Balthazar,
yeah. Balthazar is, I'm pretty sure the main character, the main boy from the movie It, chapters 1 and 2.
And then there was a lot of scenes where it seemed like they had a lot of sexual tension between the two boys at moments.
I thought there was going to be an element of that, but
Yeah.
I do think, like, you know, also when you're confused and you're in this emotional turmoil society, like, you just don't know left from right, you know? You just don't know who you are at all.
Yeah, especially when all you're absorbing is people through a screen, when none of that is real. We're almost to dead internet theory becoming a reality. It's just so impactful.
And I have always had, it may be uncomfortable, always had an ability to empathize with just very evil people in today's society, because, you know, when I see the school shooter, I also see, like, the person who has been mistreated by society, or who's built up this thing in their head because loved ones in their lives, or whatever is going on, maybe a mental disease, but it's just a defect in our society that ends with tragedy and murdered innocent people.
I don't really empathize with the school shooters, but...
You couldn't empathize with that guy?
No, I could, but he was labeled a school shooter when he was actually never going to do it.
But see, I think it was kind of your standard archetypal school shooter.
Yeah, but I guess that
I'm
is
sure
like...
if you're talking to people, you're like, I was never going to do it. But yeah, you brought up a plan.
Yeah.
You know, picked out victims, you
But,
went
like,
out and pointed guns.
Yeah, but when the rich kid, Balthazar, was like, should I kill him? The guy was like, he put the gun down. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I
think it
knew what
felt-
the other guy's name was. Was it Elias? No, it was Solomon.
Solomon, yeah.
Solomon. So Solomon, his family background is just so fucked. Like, his mom died of drugs that his dad was hooked on, got his mom hooked on,
Yeah.
which killed his mom. Then his dad abandons him. So he lives with his grandma in a trailer, and they're raising the rent. And then Balthazar, he comes to Texas to meet Solomon. First of all, he catfishes him. So mean. Solomon believes he's going to meet this hot girl who has been, like, sending sexting images and stuff like that. But it's really been Balthazar. And Balthazar just has a complete lack of empathy.
Yeah, he is disconnected.
Like, he is more of he has more characteristics of a school shooter than Solomon.
Yeah. You hear us talking about all this negative stuff, but in all honesty, the first, like, 2/3 of the movie
They
are
were funny.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, enjoyable. I was like, oh, here we are, these two just goofy kids,
Yeah.
like, not knowing how to do things. And then the last third of the movie is just like, boom,
Yeah.
super dark, super gory, and it's just
Super
like,
sad.
and
And
then
you feel
even-
bad for this guy. And
that final scene, like, whenever he did that last part, I was just like, oh, that was perfect. That was
Yeah.
such a good way to end that movie.
what would you rate it?
I will give this movie a 98.
Damn.
I thought the
Damn.
acting was great. I thought for a directorial debut, this is this guy's first directing movie. He did produce Good Time and
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, which are two of the most intense movies I've ever seen. I was excited to see this. Everything I just thought was just really, really good.
Me too. I wanted more. I was hoping there would be a post-credit scene or a mid-credit scene, just anything. I wanted it to keep coming because I was just so perplexed by these characters, and there's so many dynamics that go into the characters, and it's just so well done. I would give it like a 97.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, maybe, fuck it, a 98, 99.
Yeah.
Because of the directorial debut.
Yeah.
And it was also kind of like an indie film in some ways. It didn't feel like a big production. It just felt so realistic.
And that one guy, the other guy, Solomon, is Hugo from the movie Hugo. I don't know if you ever saw that. Popular kids movie from a few years back. It's really not too preachy. I kind of thought there will be a little bit more preaching about school shootings in this. And no, I mean, they drop a few statistics here and there, but I think we all know that it's a massive problem in the United States. But this really is just a story about connection with these boys and how it goes terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Loved it.
That's our review.
Okay. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo!
Love ya.
Our hero Balthazar. It sounds like a demon.
Balti.
The Balti.
He would go, it's French.
Ballsy.
Yeah, everyone called him Ballsy.
Our hero Balthazar. Are you working? Can't you say that we're dying? We're fighting for our lives here. We're dying. Lives here. I just wanted to be your friend. Why did you rape me?
Balthazar, you can't say shit like that.
I just heard the news about Arkansas City. It's not fair that we have to worry about getting shot.
I'm having a crisis.
We're fighting for our lives here. Fighting for our lives here. Fighting for our lives here.